Today I thought I'd do some basics of Guild, getting ready for Guild. Last month, as everybody knows, the Guild changed, and so I'm not really sure if it'll go back to the old way or the new way. So I'm just going to hit upon it as if we're preparing for both. The first thing that you will do for Guild is make sure that you have all of the things ready. Like in your mind, make sure that you have plenty of tools so that if you get a mining task, you can go ahead and get that done quickly and efficiently. You'll make sure that your hafeds are all set up and ready to go. Like with this, I would go ahead and make this chicken ramen and have it ready to go. Have these two ready to go, and go ahead and plant the black beans to get ready for this. And just have them all set up, but don't complete them. Just have them set up and ready to go for your hafeds. And then when you go ahead and take a hafed, you can finish that up and have, if you have 2 boxes, have the first 2 done immediately, or 3 like this, have them all done too. And you want to go over to your order board and have all your orders ready to go and sitting on the board so that you can finish those quickly. There weren't too many board orders last month that I noticed. I only saw like 1 or 2 as I was deleting tasks. Go ahead and get in your market and clear some space. Make sure that you have plenty of barn space and silo space so that when your team tasks come up, you can pull them off your machines pretty quickly and help the team. And then of course you're going to be harvesting a ton, so you'll make sure that your silo is down enough that you're not having to put everything in, and then I'll show you how to trash one. So if you have so many that you can't harvest anymore, you end up trashing it. So what you do is you go click to discard, and then you say sure. But after you do that so many times, you'll end up having to use sunstones in order to trash them. So go ahead and get your silo and your barn down some. Your silo actually as much as possible, because harvesting is huge. If guild is starting, and like this one, I only had 57 minutes on it, so I'd go ahead and finish these before and have another one set up ready to go. And especially if it is like a 23-hour one, just have it all ready for you to just hit that last spot. Like I would click these at the last minute, have these 2 done, and then send your first boat off. But there honestly were not many boats either. The last guild. Go ahead and right now we've got the fishing game going on, but go ahead and have all your fish loaded up if you get a fish task. That way you can do it very quickly. I try to use my double nets because it used to be that you would get 10 or 11 fish, so you only have 8 slots. So if you do the double, you get more than one, and that's how I set up for that. There is a trick to, getting a bunch of animals. I know everybody that does the animal tricks, they go ahead and like go and buy a new animal so they can use bottles, or you know do the one only. What I do is my ones that are still only adult ones that I know that they only collect one, I go ahead and put in this area, so I know that if I were to get a sheep one or a chicken one, I think there was a chicken one, the horse one, I'll use the adult one so that I only get 1 horsehair instead of 3 every time I click it. But these guys are all right over here, so I can look really quickly and see what I have. And I'm going to go ahead and show you a little trick for putting things in. Let's do the chickens in the egg house. I only have, I believe I have 8 slots left in my barn right now, but I can click and get more chickens. I have 83 corn, so I have plenty of corn to go ahead and do this. And what you do, if you have them in your barn and if you click them quickly, you can collect more than 3. This is why I leave them in, well, in the egg house. That's why I leave them in there, especially, if you have a task or, a product that you have to use a lot of eggs. You can go ahead and you can click these quickly and you can collect all of these chickens and you have this many eggs instead. And it runs your barn over, but you can use them. So now I'm at 3,071. So I come over here and go ahead and make my nets for this. And so I need some more wool. I know this isn't a task, this is a side game right now, but that's how you do it. So let's see how many slots I have left. I have 10 slots. So I'm going to go over here and get 6 of them with this. If I got 9, I wouldn't be able to do this. So now I got 2 of the wool and I'm at 3,056. So I've got 4 slots left. So I can come back over here, and if they were full again, if they were ready to go, I could do it that way. But I'm going to go ahead and use my speed feed to show you. And you could go ahead and click all of these guys again and go way over my barn space. And then come back over here and make more baskets. Okay. It's just a little trick I always use, especially when my barn space is low. You just make sure you have three slots and you can go in and do that. Like right now I've got 13 slots, but yeah. And when I fill a machine for Guild, like this one is not completely filled, I always turn it sideways so I know that it's completely filled. I don't have to check it again. I know that, like, if I have 9 slots on my machine, I can get 18 product on there. So I do have 18 in my bakery, which I'm not going to click it because it'll collect it. But I have all my cakes done, like to full capacity, but not my pies. So I need to finish those up. My macaroons are finished. I'm filled up on actually my flour right now, and I've got sugar, but they're not completely filled, or they'd be flipped sideways. It's just a little trick that I use for myself to keep track, because I lose track of which ones I have done. Let's see. And I've got my ice cream all ready to go. Let me see, what else can I tell you as a little trick for Guild. I actually think that might be it. But if you have your animals in here, like there's always a buffalo one. So if I have enough wheat, I can go ahead and grab all of these buffalo and get 6 of them done. If you want to put your baby ones in there, or your adult ones, I guess, and do them that way, you could do that as well and just collect those quickly. All right. I think that is kind of the basics. They had the trading post too. Sorry. There was a trading post that is normally in Guild, and I don't remember seeing any last month. So I'm not sure that it will be there. But when you have one of the trading posts in here, go ahead and have it all set up and ready to go. I don't really have anything for it, so what I would do is prepare that and just have every slot filled. Because the trading post, sometimes it used to be 21, so then you'd have your first round, and then your second round, choose one that's only 30 minutes to fill. Like this one, we would do this one because it's only 30 minutes, and then I would have another 12 done, so I could do it in 30 minutes. Basically, I could do that without using any sunstones. And always collect your crab. But I think that is pretty much it for... Oh, let me tell you about the chat window, which I honestly did not know about until a few months ago, and I'd been doing Guild for like 6 months at that point. Down here you have a live chat that is only your Guild. So right now, anybody that needs help, it's listed in here, so you can go to their farm. Let's see what Roberta needs. But also in that chat, you can talk, but it gets erased pretty quick, so it's really hard to follow. So we just make a chat on Messenger. So what does Roberta need? I am not seeing anything, so somebody must have already gone in and filled that. But during Guild, you can go ahead and check on your people and see if they need anything, if you can help them. Like if they take a Hafed and mark something. I don't have enough stones for Joanna. And while we're here, let's help her. Let's find the thing that needs the most help. Well, two things do. She must need some zucchini, so let's go ahead and do that for her. But I see nothing, no trees or anything that she needs chopped. And let's check on Myrna. There's Myrna. Well, we're always going to click these little guys here. And Myrna needs some boat help. Oh, and I do not have those either. Let's see. Myrna has... I actually probably do have a soy sauce, so I'll go back and grab that and fill that for her too. And she's probably getting ready for the Guild right now too, because she's left one here and is probably making these things too. Let's see what she needs help with. Everything looks like it's grown, so we're going to just do some empty plots for her to use for harvesting later during Guild. But yeah, down here you can chat, and also when you take a task, you can, when it's finished, it shows up here and you can see what that task gave and everything. I skipped Lori. Sorry, Lori, I'll go back to you. And let's see. She has some trees. Okay. So let's go ahead and chop her trees for her. But yeah, it's a really good helping hand type of thing during Guild. So let's go ahead and saying I've already filled this. And she's asking for chickens and plots by here. But the chicken I obviously can't hit either because I've already tended it. And it is not really letting me do anything. All right, so let's go back home. But I believe that's pretty much everything to hit on. Just, be prepared as far as the taro and everything this month or whatever the monthly crop might be. Before it starts, if you have your machines loaded and everything, you can just go ahead and dump that out during the day as well. Oh, have plenty of pet food and have that ready to go too, so you can feed your dogs and your cats during Guild. Your cats and your dogs. Oh, actually, I should probably touch on the Guild Lodge. The Guild Lodge shows you who all's in your guild, what level they are, if they're a leader or a novice. And actually, I need to change these two right here because they are new this month to a member. And Roberta, yep, everybody is a member now. And what that means is those people can delete if you do that. In our guild, only our leaders delete, but the members, if something happens and they need to, they can. But we mostly leave it to the leaders to delete. You can go to guild requests right here. I've requested 5 cat food, but I can go in here and request anything. I'm just going to go ahead and do cat food again. You never have enough cat food. So, searching for a guild. Okay. And over here, your guild shop is always open all during the month, and you can use your guild coins, which I have. I normally buy the speed feed, an engine boost, or rainbow, or storks. But, I mean, it's your preference. I've seen people just, store that forever. Make sure you have plenty of speed feed and your watering cans too, in case you need them during Guild. But yeah, I think that's pretty much all I can think of. But that's just briefly what you might want to do for Guild.